Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yaobin, and together with my team member Zhang Zixuan, Liu Zhikai, and Jiang Zhihan. So today we will introduce global waste management industry and how it relates to transition towards circular economy. So waste management refers to activities collect, treat, recycle, or dispose of waste safely. According to market law, the industry covers municipal solid waste, medical and biomedical waste, e-waste, and industrial waste, which is the largest category. So this industry is becoming more important due to repeat urbanization and rising waste volumes. For example, the urban population reached 83.5% in the US and 92.1% in Japan in 2024. Governments are also promoting circular economy practice such as mandatory organic waste recycling in France and national recycling strategies in the US. So here we have a guiding question. Is the global waste management industry converging toward a circular economy, or does it remain fragmented across countries? In 2024, the global waste management industry reached $2.23 trillion, growing 44%. Industrial waste makes up 90% of industry value, followed by MSW at 5.8%. The market is also characteristic by several large global operators. Two examples include Volia from France, which provides waste-to-energy processing, hard disk waste servers, and operates across Europe, Asia Pacific, and North America, and waste management from United States, the largest North American waste company with servers ranging from collection to landfills, recycling, and renewable energy. Country practice also differ. China relies heavily on waste-to-energy incineration, operating more than 400 plants nationwide. Meanwhile, in the United States, WM is investing in AI-powered sorting system and automated collection trucks to improve recycling efficiency by 2026. These examples show how similarities and differences in global waste systems. Globally, the waste value chain follows a similar structure from the generation to collection. The next step is sorting and then treatment, and the final stage is landfilling. This shows the homogeneous foundation of the industry. However, each stage operates differently across countries. China emphasizes incineration. The US invests in smart recycling technology, while the Europe enforces strict separation at source. This illustrates the heterogeneous nature of waste management. And then I will hand it over to my partner to continue our presentation.
Thank you. My part is pastel analyze and microcontroller comparison. Next page. First, the political and legal drivers. Globally, we can see the adoption of extended producer responsibility frameworks, which shift the end-of-life cost to producers. This combined with legal binding international agreements to manage waste flows and pollution, like the Global Plastic Treaty. In economic part, it has two pressures: rapid urbanization, which is increasing the volume of waste in cities, and the infrastructure investment gap, which is a critical global gap in funding for modern collection and processing. This links directly to the social and the environment. Public environmental awareness is at a all-time high, and the physical pressures from landfill and the plastic pollution crisis are forcing both governments and corporations to act. Finally, in the technology part, the global diffusion of AI-powered sorting and the expansion of WTE are used as a landfill diversion and resource recovery strategy. These are homogeneous global pressures pushing countries towards better waste management. Next page. While the pressures are the same, the responses are not. We simplified the countries into two parts, developed and developing country, and we compare their important pestle factor, political, legal, and economic. Developed economics like Europe, US, and Australia, they primarily use regulatory and market shaping logic. For example, Europe's binding circular economy action plan, Australia's national waste policy. The US is a key exception in this group. Its policy is highly fragmented and its economic still has low-cost landfill dependency. On the right, we have developing countries like China use a state-driven and transformative approach. For example, China's central push for mandatory sorting and national sort policy banned imported waste. Second, China responds by a massive state fund built out of its own infrastructure, quickly becoming the world's largest WTE market. So while the pressures are similar, the institutional responses are different, which directly affects industry structure. Next speaker will analyze this through the 5 force framework.
Hello everyone, my name is Zhikai Liu. I talk about the Porter's 5 force model in waste management. The next page. Next page. First rarely is medium to high, and as shown in the slide, local small operators consist with multinational giants. Stronger regulation and rising environmental standards are accelerating industrial consolidation, pushing the market toward larger and more capable players. And second, the threat of the new entrant is relatively low. Capital requirements, specialized equipment, and strict licensing make it difficult for newcomers to enter most segments. The only exception is the recycling technology space, and innovation lowers barriers and allows smaller firms or startups to participate. The third, supplier power is generally weak because most equipment, labor, and services can be sourced competitively. However, as shown in the slides, suppliers of advanced technologies such as AI sorting systems or high-performance recycling equipment technology are gaining leverage as the industry becomes more technology intensive. And the fourth, buyer power is strong. Multiple governments lead procurement and allocate long-term contracts through competitive tendering, while they can exert strong pressure on pricing and performance. Switching costs remain high because waste services cannot be interrupted. Finally, substitutes are rising quickly. Waste reduction rules programmers and circular economy models are reshaping disposal patterns and reducing reliance on traditional landfill. It has become a major force influencing the industry's long-term strategic direction. The next page. In Europe, the industry has the highest concentration. Large enterprise dominate barriers to entry are extremely high, and the circular economy agenda significantly increase substitution pressure. And in China, the market is shaped by state-owned enterprises and governments. Local government holds strong bargaining power. In Australia, the market sits between these two streams, and it is moderately concentrated with stable competition. Entry barriers are moderate. Supplier power is low, especially in remote areas, and buyer power is high due to transparent tendering by councils and large enterprises. Substitution pressure is also rising and resource recovery policy strengthening. The next page. The overall, these comparisons show that although global pressures push the industry in the same direction, institutional difference shape very different competitive structures. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Next. Thank you. So now I will talk about the national diamond model and how it explains difference in the waste management competitiveness across countries. The diamond model looks into four factors. The first one is the factor conditions. The Euro has advanced recycling technology and strict environment standards. The second is China has a huge urban waste and the world's largest waste to energy capacity, and Australia has a cheap land but long distance and high uh, uh, electricity cost. And the second part is diamond conditions. The Euro citizens strongly demand high recycling rates, and in China, public awareness is rising quickly due to the mandatory sorting policies. And in Australia, demand is high among government agencies and the large companies, and the third part is related and supporting industry. In the Euro has well developed environment engineering and equipment supplier, and China benefit from the strong constructions and manufacturing industries supporting WTE, and Australia relies on the logistic truck manufacturing and IT system. And the last part is the from strategies and rivalry. And the Euro company face strong competitions and focus on the high-tech service. And China's market is demand by the SOES and the Triple P project with strong governments coordinations, and Australia has a moderate competitive market with a long-term contracts. Next page, please. And even though the global process is similar, the countries still develop very differently, and the global convenience come from the strong regulations like EPRs and the plastic bans, urbanizations, synchronous economic goals, and technologies such as AI, robot, and IoT spreading the worldwide. But national difference remain the different instruction system EU unified, the US decentralized, and China constantly drives, and difference in infraction maturities and the different citizen behavior and the recycling awareness. And the last part is different industries structures such as the SOES and the private companies. So the countries share the same directions, but each choose its own paths. Next part. And looks forward, we see three major future trends. The first is macro levels, stronger EPRs, plastic bans, and carbon pricings. Wasted export resignations will force the countries to build more local process capabilities. And the second is frame levels, with waste companies will transform into the resource companies, and they will shift from the landfill service to the material recycling, energy recovery, and the data service. Cross industries, coordinations will increase, especially with the retirees and tech frames. The third part is technology level, and AI sorting will improve the recycling parity. IoT tracking will optimize the collection result, and the new material will reduce the non-recyclable waste. Next page. So our conclusion is global goals such as emission reducing and the circular economic uh, push the industry to upgrade. However, due to a difference in the institution cultures, infrastructures, and the competitions, each country take its own paths across the pastel, five horse, and the diamond model. We can see one clear idea is the macro environment shape industry structure and in the industry structure shape the frame strategies. So the biggest challenges for the global companies is balance the global convergence with the local adaptations. Thank you.